Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here with another knife review for you. Today we're going to be talking about the Kershaw Crown. Great little EDC blade. You can see your Kershaw logo. There we go. Just to run kind of on the specs for you. 3-inch blade, polished, micarta handle scales, steel, 8CR 13 MOV, so great steel, just like your AUS 8, your Japanese AUS 8. This is just Chinese. Your number there, so you can look it up. Stainless steel bolsters though, liner lock, open pillar construction. Now this one personally, I kind of look at and would consider more of your gentleman's knife. As you can see, it's a little nicer looking. As opposed to, let's just say the Kershaw Asset. I just reviewed that one a few minutes ago. A lot of people see black, or they see a speed assisted, spring assisted knives, and they instantly think that's a dangerous knife, or this person must be up to something. This one, you know, you got your dual thumb studs, one hand opening and closing, but people, they just don't seem to get intimidated by it when they see a knife like this. Personally, I don't get intimidated by seeing any knife, because to me, a knife is just a tool. It's a tool that I love. It's one of the best multifunctional items you can ever have. But some people, you know, it's just like if a gun is black, it must be more dangerous. Well, when it comes to knives, some people think an all-black knife must be more dangerous. So this one a little more user-friendly. Downside, one-position pocket clip. Now, personally, I am a tip-down guy. I like it when I pull it out of my pocket that I can just deploy the knife and get to using it. But this one only offers tip-down. It does come kind of far out of the pocket, because as you can see, it's going to stop about right here. So, not my favorite to have this much of the knife showing, but you know, it is what it is. Lanyard hole, once again, pretty small. Did not fit the 550 cord, so you'd have to use something else. But as always, I don't use them. I don't use lanyards. I don't see a need for them in my pocket. But that's just me. A little bit of a bonus. There's a tiny bit of jimping on the liner lockup. As you can see, the lockup is solid. No blade play at all. I mean, that thing is solid. Even has in one side, because this, you can't see it. You know, it's just one of those things that you feel in a knife. But it has like one nylon bushing and one phosphor bronze bushing. With the correct lighting, I don't think you can tell. I had to use a flashlight, but it's on this side. But this thing is just really smooth and, man, quick to deploy. This thing just flies out of there with just a little bit of effort. How sharp was it out of box? I mean, look at that. You can carve shapes with this thing. It is a pretty thin blade. As you can see here, very fine tip to do some good detail work. Once again, just like the Asset, I would keep this as a EDC knife. I would not use this as a woods blade. A couple reasons. One, because it's thin, very fine tip. It's going to be a little more prone to break, but no jimping. And just that tiniest amount there. So with this polished micarta handles, they're very, I mean, it's a good looking handle. It feels great, but it's very slick, you know. So without it being a good lockup in my hand, a good solid, I don't feel like anything's going to move, I'm going to use that for EDC, cutting boxes, packages. You know, this does awesome with food prep as well. The finish has worked well. It's been extremely rust resistant, unlike the bead blast finish of the Asset, which has rusted multiple occasions that I've had to take off. But one of the things I'm going to start doing with my channel is, with the pocket knives that I'm going to use, I'm going to give them to the wife when I'm done and let her start carrying them, so that she can give a female's perspective on the knives and their uses and what she thinks. She's never been one to carry a pocket knife at all. I've always just been that one. But I think the number of women that carry them is really starting to increase, so I'd really like to be able to get a woman's perspective on what she thinks out of a knife, because it could be very different than what, and I would expect it to be a lot different than what most guys would look for and want out of a knife. Now the lining, stainless steel liners, but they have not been milled out, as you can see there. So the weight on it, I mean, I didn't write these down for the Asset or this one, but I'm going to say probably around 4 to 5 ounces. So a little heavy, but I mean, you want milled liners, you're going to have to pay for it. So when I say pay for it, this knife was almost a steal. I will tell you right now, I got this on clearance at Walmart for 10 bucks. Typically it ranges anywhere from 12 to 20, depending on where you are, what website you go to. I got this clearance, 10 bucks. You can't go wrong for $10 for a razor sharp Kershaw, good looking gentleman's knife. A lot of places still carry them. I mean, just flies open, closes easily, all with one hand. Just like I said, you're only going to get a tip up and right side carry only. So if you're lefty, sorry, not an option for you. So maybe you can just learn to use your right hand more. Who knows? Anyway, so awesome craftsmanship here. I could easily see this knife being sold for more. Glad it's not, because anyone can get one of these for 10 bucks, $15. I mean, you can't go wrong. This thing's going to last you a really long time. It's going to stand up to any EDC task. Once again, not a woods blade, but great for EDC work. So hope this helps you in your purchase making decision. Thumb studs, great traction. We'll have to say that. Yeah, hope this helps you. It's worked excellent for me. Should for you. Go out and get one. In the meantime, stay prepared and have fun.